Eevee is one of many Pokemon that can evolve into multiple other Pokemon. However, Eevee is different because it can evolve into 8 different types depending on how it evolves. Because of all these Pokemon, I decided to play through Pokemon Shield with only Eevee and its evolved forms. I chose to leave out Leafeon and Glaceon, as each of the other Eevees would then have their own gym to defeat. With that out of the way, I'll start the video. The game starts with my neighbor and rival Hop coming to my house, and as a lot of teenagers are, I was playing on my phone. Hop told me to go to the nearest town, Wedgehurst. There I got to see Hop's older brother Leon do some over-the-top poses, which made the crowd cheer somehow. A minute later, Leon gave me a Grookey that I would only use for as long as I had to. Hop came over and told me about his love of kebabs, but I disagreed, so it challenged me to a battle that Grookey easily won. Now it was time for me to get a Pokedex, which meant that I could put Grookey in a box forever and get my first Eevee. This Eevee was only level 5, so that meant that I had to do a lot of training before doing any more battles. Eevee knocked out a ton of wild Pokemon, getting to level 8. Before I could do anything else, I had to buy a new outfit that didn't look terrible. I don't know fashion, but I think this was better. I could now go to the professor's house, which meant another battle with Hop that Eevee won without difficulty. Leon then gave me a letter so that I could start the gym challenge. 2 stars came crashing down next to us and somehow didn't even leave a dent in the dirt. Hop gave one to me so I could get a cool wristband. Now I could leave this neighborhood of a town and start an adventure. At the train station, my mom ambushed me, but before long, I boarded a train to Motostoke, but we got left at the wild area. Eevee evolved, but nothing else happened on the way to the city. And this is where the challenge would really begin. When checking into my hotel, a few oddly dressed cheerleaders challenged me to fight. My Sylveon was a fairy type, so it won the matchups against every single Pokemon the other group had. Not long after, Hop challenged me to a fight that was harder than it should have been. Sylveon was a bit overleveled, so it didn't listen to me. After a few good attacks, though, his Wooloo fainted, and after a few more, the rest of his team did too. On my way to Turffield, I passed through a cave, dodging as many trainers as I could, because, well, that. However, some were unavoidable. I arrived at Route 4, which was great. On Route 4, you can catch Eevees. I caught 4 of them, plus another one that didn't fit into that screen. I challenged the Turffield gym, herded a bunch of Wooloo, and fought Milo with my newly evolved Flareon, Bonfire. In 2 super effective hits, Eldegoss fell, and I earned my first gym badge. I only had 7 left. My next destination was Hulbury. I got a bike from a doctor and went to the maritime town to fight the next gym. I breezed through the water puzzles and challenged Nessa. Sparky the Jolteon took out all of Nessa's water types, giving me my second gym badge. On my way back to Motostoke, a rude guy named Bede challenged me to a battle that went like all the others. Once I got back to the big city, I wasted no time and challenged Kabu. I fainted 5 Pokemon before I made it to the gym leader. In no time, Wave the Vaporeon beat Kabu and won me my next gym badge, the Fire Badge. The 4th gym was in Stowonside, where I spun in a cup for a while, got stuck, and then battled Alistair. My Umbreon, Star, beat his ghost types, meaning I got my 4th badge and was half the way to challenging Leon. Bede showed up again and lost again before I went to the town in the forest, Balinlea. I wasted no time and entered the gym. Opal told me that the gym challenge was trivia. Just trivia that would change the stats of my Pokemon. The gym trainers weren't challenging though, so the trivia didn't matter. Now, for battling Opal, none of my Pokemon were strong against the fairy type, so I just brute forced it with Rippin, my strongest Eevee. It worked, and most of the gym leaders' Pokemon fainted. I switched to Bonfire for the Alcremie, since Ribbon was a bit low on health. Opal then said I was wrong when I was right, and lowered Bonfire's attack. It didn't matter, since Alcremie fainted soon after. Opal gave me my 5th gym badge, leaving only 3 more now. The next gym was located in the snowy town of Circhester. I fell into a few pitfalls, but got to Melanie. Her ice types were nothing to Bonfire. Making my way to Spike Moves was easy, and beating the gym trainers couldn't have been easier. Like at the hotel, Ribbon beat all the dark types. I only had 1 badge left now, in Hammerlock. The trainers were a cinch, and one by one, Ribbon beat all of Ryan's Pokemon, even the G-Max Duraludon. I now had all 8 gym badges, meaning I could battle to become the champion, meaning that I would need to take another train to get there, like getting to Motostoke. And just like that train, I got left pretty far away from the city. Taking Route 10, I got to the final city in Galar. Now, I entered Wyndon and went into the stadium. My first opponent was Marnie, yet another trainer with dark types. I'm pretty sure you know what this means. Hop was my next match, with a final loss on his side. Something happened, and I rushed to Rose Tower. Inside the tower, I rushed up an elevator where I found Oleana, Rose's evil assistant. In one hit, Mystic the Espeon destroyed her piece of G-Max garbage. The next day, I battled Bede, who said that if he lost, he would retire. And guess what? He lost. My next opponent was Nessa, whose second battle went just like our first. Similarly to Nessa, Alistair went down to the same EV as before, giving me a chance to beat Raihan, which I did. The next battle was the last, against Leon the Champion. But before that, Rose appeared on the big screen. He declared that Doomsday must happen, in order for Galar to be a better place in the future. So I went to his secret lair, and he admitted that he caused the awakening of Eternatus, which in turn made me fight it. I sent out Mystic, who destroyed Eternatus in a single psychic, causing the legendary to switch to its second phase, called Eternamax. A few more psychics later, and Eternatus was weakened. I tried pressing Don't Catch, but the game didn't let me, so the gigantic Pokemon just got a regular Pokeball. With that done, it was finally time for my battle with Leon, but for real this time. I knew I wouldn't lose. His Aegislash was weak to fire, so Bonfire took it down. Ribbon felled Haxorus. Wave destroyed Cinderace. Star fainted Dragapult, and Mystic KO'd Seismitoad. In the end, Wave finished his Charizard, and it was over. After Charizard fainted, I beat Leon, becoming the champion. I had finished Pokemon Shield with only Eevees. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. It's the first big thing that I've done for YouTube, so if you have feedback, it would be much appreciated. If you think I did a good job, then I hope you leave a like or subscription. It does more than you think for a channel with 22 subscribers at the time of this upload.